I was branded crazy for loving with abandon. Oh, how my heart beat for Ben, the man who held my spirit in the palm of his steady hand, only to let it slip through his fingers like sand in the wind. I loved him with a fervor that scared even me, my heart a ceaseless drum of passion, hope, and tender fidelity. When he laughed at my handwritten notes tucked into his coat pockets, when I saw his eyes roll at the bouquet of daisies I brought just because it was a Thursday, I should have known. But I was as blind as the love songs that I played on repeat, each verse a promise of depth and beauty I thought we shared. It happened on a brisk evening in December, beneath the frost-kissed air that painted the world in crystalline stillness. We were at a cafe on the corner, where I wore my vulnerability like a cloak as I whispered dreams of a future I thought we both held dear. His silence was a rejection that echoed louder than any words. "You know," he began, setting down his mug with a finality that hinted at the fracture to follow, "you're just too much. All of this. It's too intense. You're too intense." Those words crashed around me, jagged and sharp, as though they could physically harm, though my wounds remained unseen. I stood from my seat, leaving behind the remnants of my heart whispering a farewell that would linger longer than any shared laughter or touch. I chose to walk away from the haunting specter of a love I had given without question, resolved to reclaim the pieces of myself I'd scattered at Ben's feet. The road stretched before me like the blank lines of a journal, eager to be filled with stories yet untold. I was determined to be more than what he could never appreciate. In the following years, I immersed myself in solitude, my heart learning the rhythm of its own song. I took solace in my art, painting canvases with colors that mirrored my turbulent emotions, raw and unapologetic, like the woman I was becoming. Each stroke taught me patience and acceptance. Each shade spoke of the past, turning what was once pain into a kaleidoscope of resilience and grace. I cultivated a garden in the city, where my fingers dug into the earth as if planting peace. Friends I surrounded myself with, each connection blooming without the need for validation, taught me that intensity was not a sin nor a flaw, but a gift. I watched sunrises alone by the lake shore, learning how to find beauty in silence rather than needing affirmations from those who never truly listened. It took time, but I grew. Then came the day he returned, a sun-drenched afternoon at the city's annual art fair. I had a stall there, my paintings displayed with pride as the world I created with brush and heart stood testament to what I had become. Ben walked past, his face a manifestation of shock and uncertainty, meeting eyes with the woman he had once deemed too much. He approached hesitantly, the air thick with unspoken words and unshed tears. "I didn't realize," he said, his voice carrying ripples of regret that tugged at memories long buried. I nodded, acknowledging the years apart, the space where I had flourished beyond what anyone had thought possible. "I didn't need you to," I replied, my voice steady and calm, blossoming from a place he would never reach. "I realized it for myself." I turned from him then, as effortlessly as turning a page, admiring a couple holding hands in front of one of my paintings. They seemed entranced by the swirls of crimson and gold that captured a moment of fierce hope and liberation. Ben's presence faded, just another passerby in the crowd, as I returned to myself, whole and unfettered. The canvas of my life, once rough and uncertain, was now smoothed by lessons learned. I felt the freedom of knowing my worth, untethered by someone else's failure to see the beauty in my passion. In that moment, I was the artist and the masterpiece, unbound by the limits of another's perception. And it was exquisite, this life I had crafted from the pieces of my heart, strong and ever burning in my unique brand of intensity. I loved and will love again, without apology, without shame, for in my heart, madness is the birthplace of the truest artistry and strength.